Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of RedReadyman. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some news that came out a few days ago. I did not want to post this straight off the bat because I felt really quite strongly about it. And I saw a lot of other Pokemon players also feeling quite strong about this. And I felt it was important to take a little bit of time to digest and think about it and just share my thoughts with you all. So you'll have seen the updates to temporary bonuses blog post that came out on the 29th, so late last week, where they were talking about the temporary changes in Pokemon Go and how they were going to look at that package and see how it's continued. So they did say that the maximum number of gifts you can carry in your bag will remain at 20, which is fantastic. I don't think that should ever change. That is just a quality of life improvement that means you can enjoy the game a little bit more. You'll continue to receive 3 times Catch Stardust for the first Pokemon of the day, which is fantastic. I think that, again, there is no reason to change that. It doesn't make any sense. Kind of help people who are not being able to play as much. And incest duration will remain at 60 minutes. It's all sounding good so far. But then they went into things that won't be staying the same. So hatch distance will return to normal for eggs. I actually don't have a problem with this one at all. I think we've been very lucky to have that half hatch distance. You don't have to hatch eggs to enjoy this game. It's something else. It's a different level. So I'm fine with that. Increased effectiveness of incense will now only apply while walking, and I'm going to come back to that one. Your buddy Pokemon will only bring you gifts when you nearly run out and allow it to happen once a day. I liked that. I must admit, I did like that, but again, I'm cool with it. I knew that wouldn't be there forever. It's been really good while it has been, particularly while I was in lockdown. Really helped me be able to still send gifts to my friends. You'll still have a higher chance of getting a gift when you spin a Pokestop, however, you won't be guaranteed a gift. Okay. I personally think it always should have been that way, that you were always getting a gift. If you only have 20 in your inventory, then you don't get a gift. So, yeah. But let's go back to the increased effectiveness of incense that will only work when you're walking. Now, I understand that what Niantic want to do is get us out walking. I want us to get out walking too. I've been very lucky during most of the summer. I've been in Stockholm where there hasn't been any lockdown restrictions. I have been able to go out. But even last week in Stockholm, the government came out and said, look, you're doing a great job, but don't go out unless you have to. Now, I don't have to go out for Pokemon Go. So the fact that I could sit there with an incense and just get every minute I would get a spawn, I think was fantastic. The old incense was like one every 5 minutes. It was pointless. I used to not use my incenses. They used to just sit there and make. This actually wasn't about COVID as it making the incenses useful. It was still a grind, but it was like opening a Meltan box, which, that doesn't seem crazy. Why they would make you walk when not everybody can get in and walk. In the northeast, people are not being encouraged to go out and walk. They're in more of a lockdown. I have a lot of friends in Central South America because of my coffee connections, and there's a lot of people there that are still in full lockdown. Now, Pokemon Go in the grand scheme of things is not important, but actually, if it gives you a little bit of joy, then why change that? That doesn't make any sense. By all means, remove some other things. It's interesting that they're keeping remote raiding, where you have to pay for passes with the effectiveness of the same effectiveness as being there. It's interesting that GBL walking requirements are not going in, because this is creating a bit of a buzz about the game in content creation on Twitch and other places, and that would have a massive effect. I just think that it's very short-sighted to take this away at this time. We know they've got to go at some point, and I was actually looking forward to the day that they went, because I felt that this whole thing was going to be a little bit more under control, but unfortunately, it's come a little too soon for that. Another bit of news that came out was about Pokemon Go with home integration. Again, Twitter got in a little bit of a storm here because there was something found on the Japanese website that said that it was going to cost money, so in-game poker coins to do things. It looks like that may be a little bit of a false, and it might be if you're using the free version, not the premium version. And what it looks like is there will be a cooldown time. So you send a Pokemon to Pokemon Home, you won't be able to send one straight away if you're on the free version, but I would imagine if you subscribe, you can send as many as you want and it's fine. That was everybody getting upset a little bit too soon. What is Pokemon Home? Well, Pokemon Home is a hub where you can send your Pokemon to use in main series games. Once you send them from Go, you can't bring them back to Go. So it's a one-way integration into Pokemon Home. So if you play Sword and Shield, you can send a Pokemon in. Now, there's some problems with this because the base stats within Pokemon Go and the base stats within the main series game are very different. So I'm imagining there's going to be some kind of re-roll there of the stats. Be really interested to see more detail on that, and we don't have it at the moment. But when you send that Pokemon, get in that Meltan box, so you'll be able to get a mystery box, which you can get in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Now you'll be able to get it in home, so you don't need to own a Switch to be able to get the Meltan box, which is pretty cool. And they are going to be releasing the shiny Meltan for a short period of time. I have lots of Meltan, but I definitely don't have a shiny one, so I will be opening plenty of those boxes. And funnily enough, after the rant about incense boxes, these are incense boxes where you'll get around about 60 Meltan in an hour. Hilarious. Really bad timing there. Another piece of good news came out that today, so Monday the 5th of October, which is when I'm recording this, you'll be able to get a free remote raid pass, and that will be every Monday right through until Monday the 30th of November. It will be at 10 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. PDT. So if that's your thing. Sorry, is it 8 p.m? No. We've gone into daylight saving time, so let me just work this out. It will be 8 p.m. UK time, so you can go and get your free remote raid pass every Monday, which I think fantastic, really good idea. And then a massive announcement about autumn theme from Friday the 9th of October, so this upcoming Friday until October the 12th. There are going to be lots more things happening in the game, so during the event, berries will be twice as effective when you give them as treats to your buddy. You can earn twice the candy you would normally get when catching that you've given a pineapple berry to. So instead of getting 6, you'll get 12. Berries will be dropping more often from stops and gyms. You will be seeing Oddish, Vulpix, Bayleaf, Hoothoot, Sudowoodo, Yama, Pineco, Zigzagoon, Seedot, Shroomish, Plant Cloak, Burmy, and Fungus. If you're lucky, you might encounter Shiny Vulpix, which is a nice shiny. Autumn-themed Pokemon will be hatching from 5k eggs. And then this was the part that got my attention. Dealing, the seasonal Pokemon, will be making its Pokemon Go debut in its autumn form. So this is a Pokemon that has 4 different forms. This is the autumn form that's coming out, and really excited to see a new Pokemon come into the game. Feels like it's been a little bit of a while since they've done that, so that is great. So lots of news in there. I'm sorry it's a little late, but I really didn't want to be responsive to that post about the COVID restriction changes to it. I really wanted to be a little bit more considered, a little bit more thought out. I think it's a shame, but it is what it is, and we'll still keep playing, and we'll still do what we can safely, and that's what I encourage everybody to do. Just make sure that you're playing safely. Like, there's no reasons to put anybody at risk for a stupid game. You may notice there's a slightly new environment. This is my new home office. You're going to be seeing quite a bit of this over the next few weeks because as the seasons are getting colder, as I do these news items, it's going to be a lot more indoor news stuff than walking around. But I hope that's okay. There'll be more PvP coming up later in the week. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm streaming on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. till 12 midday. So please do come along and say hi on Twitch. After we got our affiliate, I'm really excited to be able to start growing that and adding more features to it. But what are you still doing here? Let's go.